All right, here we go. Hello, everybody. It is Emily Slavic here at Algo. Excited to connect with you here again. I am bringing a guest here, Jim Frost, today, and he is going to be sharing with us all kinds of information about Algo's professional services. Now, if you are new to learning about Algo, we are a supply chain intelligence company. We kind of marry together professional services as well as analytics enriched platform software that we have to help all of the suppliers and retailers out there optimize their inventory. So I know that's a lot to take in. Today, we're going to talk mostly about professional services, which I would say is kind of our secret sauce, if you ask me, of really bringing digital transformation to life. So with that, Jim, if you want to introduce yourself to everybody, have at it.
Sure. Thanks, Emily. My name is Jim Frost, and I am the Director of Digital Transformation here at Algo, and I'm the head of GBIS. GBIS stands for Global Business Innovation Services. It's the natural continuation of Algo's overall mission of helping our clients in the supply chain efficiency, agility, and maturity efforts. Our team consists of three main areas, I would say. We have supply chain industry experts, of course. We have program and project managers of technical programs. And then we have technical experts in their various disciplines. And then using some combination of those team members, our goal is to help our clients on their digital transformation journeys, starting at the very beginning, the kickoff stages, all the way through as long as they essentially need our help through the entire life cycle. So it's a full end-to-end journey, of course, and we're proud to be part of that with our customers. A little bit about our team. So we really kind of strive to embed ourselves into our client environments. We're not standoffish and sitting outside. We try to dive right in there and be part of their teams. We really focused on client results when we're delivering our managed services. And we truly believe that only by returning that really good ROI are we going to be successful through our clients' success. So yeah. That's a quick story about what GBIS is all about.
I love it. Right from the jump, you're able to give us the lowdown, which is amazing. And, I would maybe just kind of speak to some of those services as I've experienced it with implementations and kind of helping support different teams. There's a lot, the word around digital transformation, like what does that mean? And kind of in my mind, it's helping companies, progress and think about how to automate, how to get out of spreadsheets and, do things in a more efficient manner and using some of the latest technologies. And that's really hard to do when you're a big company. There's lots of different, departments that have to work together. There's a lot of change management, and it doesn't seem to be successful just to have a new software. It's really where there's professional services and team members that understand those moving pieces to kind of bring them to life and kind of connect all of the people, processes, and technology together, if you will. And as Jim kind of has said, we can help just with the professional service side for whatever those elements are within the company, or if you want to complement any of Algo's software, we have that capability as well. So I love your introduction there, Jim, just kind of talking about Algo's and GBIS. Maybe as I was chatting, anything else ring true or any differentiators you see that comes into play with Algo?
There is. So as you mentioned, right, in order to do transformation successfully, you have to be able to merge the people, the technology, the processes all together. And if you're not in the business of doing that, and that's not part of your core work, that's hard to do. It really is quite difficult. By bringing in someone like Algo and GBIS, I feel that the differentiation is we bring those diverse experiences that our team has had doing this sort of work for clients, and we can do it across multiple industries and across multiple different domains. So it's quite, I think, a great package of people, skills, and experience that we bring to the table. While we're doing that, of course, we're trying to deliver value in an agile fashion and having continuous and exponential growth as we continue to deploy more and more. But we also are on the lookout for new opportunities for our clients. And then, to your point, really helping them solve those change management challenges. We know for a fact that anytime you're doing something like this, change is a big portion of your success. And if it's not managed successfully, you're likely to run into some troubles. And that's one of our key things that we're always on the lookout for is how can we help in that change management? And then lastly, I think one of the key differentiators that we have is that our people are all our people. So we are 100% Algo staffed. It's not a body shop, I would say, like some of the other consulting firms are, no offense, but it's not a hire to place kind of work environment. It's a hire to grow within Algo, within our client base, help our clients, and truly be part of that team effort.
Yep, I love it. A couple of pieces I would kind of bring into mind of why I think this is successful at Algo is because we were, founded or started 15 years ago with VMI, or vendor managed inventory, which means we were using our own software to help manage other customers' inventory for them. And so we were already from the very beginning having that mindset of, yes, we have software, but we also have the know-how. We help run businesses, and we know the gaps and how there's technology that kind of crosses over. And so with that, as well as category management is another kind of area of expertise for us, where we're kind of a category captain and we help merchants and retailers plan their assortments and give them guidance. So all of this becomes very natural to us as the disruption within supply chain and digital transformation evolves. All of these additional services, as you've been talking about, Jim, really come to life because that's in our DNA.
That's right. That's right. That's who we are.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Well, one other question that I had for you too was, what does the future hold in your eyes, whether that's digital transformation or services? What do you see out there? Where do you think things are going?
Sure. So there's three things that I'm keying off of that were recently mentioned in the Gartner Supply Chain Top 25 that have been just really resonating with me for probably at least the last half dozen years, I would say. The first one is robotic process automation. I've spent about 4.5 years doing RPA, as it's called, for clients, and I've seen that supply chain is really an area that is just really ready for this automation, and I don't think they've even scratched the surface. Gartner mentioned that as part of their survey, it was the number 2 technology mentioned across all of the executives that they had surveyed. And I think that that's going to be one of the next big things that are implemented within supply chain. The second thing is that they specifically mentioned automation, but much more in the factory and warehouse space. So i.e. people work better when they're actually working with the machines instead of a person doing one thing and a machine doing another. And they used a term called cobot instead of robot, which I thought was quite
That
nice.
is fun.
Yeah. In the RPA world, these are called attended bots, or sometimes you can hear things like human in the loop. And in this case, people and bots can work together and better as well, in the sense that you can have an automated bot or an attended bot that can take an input from a person. It goes off in the background and is doing all sorts of actions within systems, getting data, running tasks, entering data, bringing data back to the person that initiated the bot, and then on that kind of loop can go. And I think that's another big area for supply chain as well. And then maybe the most important thing, but Gartner also mentioned how important digital literacy and dexterity is going to be as we progress through the transformation. I've been saying this now for at least a half dozen years. It does you no good to transform your business and improve your systems and improve your processes and et cetera, and build all of this really great technology unless you upskill your people in ways to use it. They have to have the proper training. If you're building new systems, new apps, new data sets, what have you, if you don't train these people, you're kind of leaving a lot of untapped potential on the table there. And I truly believe that the intended ROI can't be as good as you think it's going to be unless you include the training for these people. Upskilling is a must, I think.
Yes,
Those are
and
the three for me.
I love it. I live and breathe the last one for sure. Algo actually has unlimited training when it comes to our, total solution integration. And we have found, that's really what makes the difference. Algo is always available to ask questions, have private one-on-one sessions if team members have, different, more specific questions. And that's where it all makes the difference, as you were saying, Jim. Even if it was training in PowerPoints or different modules, it's kind of when they're in a day in the life and they have some of those specific questions and there's a person that they need to talk to and think through. These are not easy pieces to tackle. Process and change management, it's a real thing, and they're just trying to figure out how to progress it. And it's definitely a staged process as they kind of move and progress as they go along. So excellent. Any other closing thoughts maybe for our guests as they are listening in?
Oh, closing thoughts. I would say to reach out to any of us, obviously, if they'd like to learn more about the Algo software or professional services that we offer. We're more than welcome or willing to talk with everyone at any time. We're in the business to help people, of course, and that's part of it. And I'd really like to thank you for this opportunity to do this. This has actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you bet. More chats to come, I would say, probably between us. So get ready.
That sounds great. Looking forward to it.
I added a link here on this LinkedIn post where if you are interested, you can also enter your information and we will get in contact with you. But of course, you can just message us on LinkedIn and on Algo LinkedIn as well, and we can have a further discussion. So excellent. More to come, and I appreciate everybody hopping on this Wednesday for a chat after the weekend here, and look forward to more to come.